What's good, everyone? It is the Flew Here, Grew Here podcast where worlds collide no matter where you reside. Y'all, it is Chanel Simone.
And April B.
And we about to dig into the trending topics real quick, okay? All right. So on the internet at Club Shay Shay, it was...
And for y'all don't know what Club Shay Shay is, Shannon Sharpe's podcast.
Okay. Wait. Okay, you go ahead.
Well, I was just saying, because some people, because even when I saw Club Shay Shay, I was like, what is Club Shay Shay?
I didn't even know his thing was called Club Shay Shay until I went on YouTube to look at the Katt Williams.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking this is like a spam page. I'm like, Club Shay Shay.
Yeah, like one of them like T pages.
Right. Did he ever admit that his name was Club Shay Shay?
Yeah.
That shows you I just only look at clips and I just know who Shannon Sharpe is.
Yeah.
But I never knew what he named his podcast, right? So the beginning of this year, he had Katt Williams as a special guest. And when I tell you, Katt Williams had a lot to say about all these comedians in the industries and how they fake, they floozy, and they sold to the devil. All right. So one thing that Katt Williams is standing on is he never sold his soul in this entertainment industry. And what I gather is what he means by that is that I never been that guy to put on a wig. I never been a guy to demasculate like me as a man in a sense of having to do any type of sexual activity or whatever the case may be to make it big in this industry. Most of the comedians out there had to do something, for example, put on a wig, act like a woman, demasculate themselves, to be successful in this industry. So a lot of the comedians were quiet on this. Social media was in the uproar of how pretty much Katt Williams is calling everybody out. And hey, now that you look back on it, most of these comedians or black actors had to put on a wig. They had to do this. And now everybody's like pretty much team Katt Williams. Like, yeah, you're right. Like maybe a reason why you're not on the top as some of them are now is because you didn't need to put on a wig or you did need to do this. So we're going to really share our experience about the whole Katt Williams controversy. So what is your take on it when you saw Katt Williams on Club Shay Shay talking about all of this?
I was like, yeah, Katt, salute. No, okay, I'm gonna be really honest, right? Because we're talking about somebody. Katt Williams been in the industry a long time, so he's seen comedians come up, he's seen comedians go, whatever. He's put a lot of comedians on. He's had his fair share of roles in not only just the comedy world, but just in movies in general and stuff. So I think his experience of what he's talking about is very valid. Now, I think people get upset when the truth comes out because if we're looking at what he's saying, he said a lot. And a lot of people, I'm going to say this, y'all said a lot about him. Oh, he small and he's bitter. But nobody never said he was lying. And there's already been a couple of people that came and checked some of them receipts that he said. So it's like, yeah, you could say his delivery gives bitter, but it's giving facts so far. Like,
so one thing that me and my homegirls, like what we were talking about is I immediately did not hop on the Katt Williams train. That doesn't mean what he's saying is not facts. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean what he's saying is not facts. But what I am saying is, okay, Katt, this is not your first, second, or third, fourth time talking about this, right? So to me, it almost give off bitter because you said this a lot of times. You said this, like I said, it's not your first, second, third, fourth. So I'm thinking like, okay, if I was Kevin Hart, if I was Tyler Perry, if I was Martin Lawrence or Cedric, whatever the case may be, for me, it's like, okay, Katt, okay, yes, I put on a wig. Now I'm living in a mansion. Now I'm doing this. Now I'm feeding my family. You rolling in the grass, fighting high schoolers because you didn't want to sell your soul. I guess I sold my soul. If that's the case, if that's what selling your soul is, okay, fine. So for me, it's like, okay, now what? You said your piece. You kept it real here, even though you accepted a gay role in Friday After Next when Damien, what's his name, Terry Crews, Damien tried to come rape you in the bathroom. Now, he did say that they wanted him to do a little bit more, but that's the most that he was
remember, he
go.
wasn't gay. He wasn't gay.
No, Katt wasn't, but Terry.
Yeah, but so no, because you said he accepted a gay role. Because I don't need Katt suing us. He was not gay. His role was a pimp. And the person who Terry played whatever. So just so we're clear, because I don't want Katt coming on our show and going on back on Club Shay Shay and saying them two bitches on full hair, grew hair saying.
No, I get that part. I get that part. But ain't still within that role.
No,
it was.
He was, because he's not gay. He wasn't playing a gay character.
No, I'm not talking about playing a gay character, but he accepted some type of role where that had to happen.
Okay, well, we could agree to disagree.
Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, but no. What I'm saying is Katt's character was a straight man. If you're a straight woman, but a gay person hits on you and you're like, no, is that you being gay?
I didn't say he was gay. I said he accepted
a gay role. But that's what I'm saying. It sounds like what you're saying is he was engulfed in the gayness. But he wanted to make it clear, like, no, that's not it. Like, my character was straight. Whatever that one role was of Terry seeing him in there didn't engulf him in the gayness, I guess. But that's my opinion.
No. Yeah, it was a part of the script though. But for Katt Williams to do, but I get it. No, he's not going to sue us, of course. And you did not play a gay role. You April is right. You was a pimp, and you gonna always be a pimp. Whatever Terry Crews tried to do to you in the bathroom, you said, I am a boy, okay? Don't do that, right? But, you know, when he did talk about it, pretty much they wanted him to do more with the scene, but Katt is like, you lucky I'm about to do this scene with Terry that he's even trying to come in, you know what I'm saying? But anything else after that, y'all pushing it. Like, all right, because I think allegedly it was supposed to be like him getting raped, something like that. But Katt like, yo, don't try to add in the extras. This is all I'm doing. Like, I would play the husky. Like, okay, but this is it. This is it, because I'm a boy. But he's pretty much is like in a sense of like, okay, is he wrong for calling out all the comedians? Or is it like, okay, well, how are you going to keep saying this every year about the, like, come on, like we heard it all before. So is the other comedians wrong for doing what they do and he's not? Like, I guess I want to know who's right in this situation.
So I'm going to say Katt's right, because remember, even in the beginning of the video, he said the only reason he reached out to Shannon Sharpe to do the video to come on the show was because Shannon Sharpe had already had a number of comedians that came on there and spoke about incidences with Katt that were lies. So he was there to clear it up. So when Cedric the Entertainer, the thing is, did you steal the joke from Katt? Well, you feel like you didn't steal the joke from Katt. But when people pull up the receipts, that's Katt joke. Okay, now you got Ricky Smiley coming on the show. Okay, you telling them I was supposed to be Katt. Well, no, wait a minute. That's not what Ice Cube said. Check that box. Like, so it's like,
yo, even if he came to clear the air, he cleared the air.
Yo, he cleared the air.
It's one thing to say, y'all, Ricky didn't do this.
Yeah.
Y'all the devils. Y'all sold your soul. All of your mama's thing. Don't forget that it's like, okay, Katt, are you?
What they say, all Shannon Sharpe said was, hey, how you doing? Y'all the devil. It's like, wait a minute.
You know, so now, you know, one thing I noticed about this generation too is now we starting to look at Kevin Hart funny. Now we starting to look at Cedric. All these legendary people that we grew up on talked about, you know, he talked about Steve Harvey that he had on a toupee, a man wig. So I say this to say, now we're like, everybody's on I ain't gonna say a hate train, but it's like, oh, I don't even look at Kevin and say, I don't look at Steve Harvey. I don't look at none of y'all. I'm Team Katt. And it's like, Katt, golly. Yo, you over here opening
Pandora's
box. Jesus.
Yeah.
I guess too, I look at it in a point where I'm not sitting here saying, you know what, Katt, yeah, call them out. Call them out. I mean, I get it, but I'm not going to change my mind on who they are. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not going to be like, you know what, I don't respect Kevin Hart. No, I still like Kevin Hart. If Kevin Hart was to come to Atlanta and had a comedy special, I still laugh at his jokes. I'm not turning a blind eye on him. It's just like, okay, Katt, you chose this route. I'm not finna take away what Kevin Hart did as a person to take care of who he have to do or whatever the case may be. So to me, it's like, you ever had one of them girls group who's 20 years later still talking about, you stole my sound. Girl, it's like, oh my God, okay, girl. You still gonna cry about this 30 years later? Leave it alone.
Yeah, I think it's when it comes to like what's right and what's wrong, and it could be subjective depending on what position you play in that game. So when I look at Katt, I think I watched an interview Nicki Minaj did, and she said people get mad at her for speaking about her job. I'm a rapper, so when I speak about my job, this industry, y'all get mad at me. And I thought about it. I'm like, yeah, because if I was to go to my job and they did me wrong and I spoke about it, am I wrong or are they wrong?
You could be wrong at the moment, but 10 years down the line, I guess.
And is there a time limit on feeling like somebody did you wrong? Like, is there a time limit?
You know what? That could be a double-edged sword, too. Because you got to see how it could be played out, right? There's times where there's no time limit on it. If you was a dream girl in 1976 and it's 2024 and you still talking about what happened back in 1976, you could talk about what happened in 1976. That is fine. To some people, it's like, here comes Chanel again. Y'all did me wrong. Oh, okay, Chanel. So nothing's gonna change. So what's gonna happen?
And I think that's the problem. It's the nothing's gonna change, because even in Dreamgirls, once Dina found out that Curtis was acting a damn donkey, they brought Effie back, and then it changed. So I think that's the problem too. It's like, are we mad at Katt Williams because he's exposing people and it's like, oh, come on, like you've been singing the same tune? Or is he responding to things that people have said and nothing has changed in the midst of this, even though these things are wrong?
When we say nothing has changed, are you talking about how these black comedians or these black men are selling their souls, or in a sense of how y'all trying to call him out and call him crazy and trying to disrespect him?
I think that's what it is. It's like, y'all are making it seem like there's all this stuff wrong with me, but y'all literally did me wrong. Like, it's like, dang, it's like, okay, somebody doing you wrong, but they like, yo, Chanel, she nuts. Like, she'll fly off the handle, and you like, but bitch, you really did me wrong. Like, it's like somebody like stealing $1 million from you, and you like, yo, you stole $1 million from me. But they like, all right, Chanel, like, we get it. That was like 5 years ago. Like, they didn't pay you it back, but now they telling everybody, yo, she mad broke because she want this $1 million back. And you like, bitch, it's $1 million and it was my money that you stole. Like, so I think for me, when I'm looking at the whole Katt Williams situation, I'm not necessarily not looking at it like, oh, I don't fuck with Cedric the Entertainer, Steve Harvey and them no more. But I think it is clear to see, like, there's clearly a boys club in every industry, and they're the big kahunas in that club, and they have the power. Now, Katt has his own power to control his own actions, but when we talk about influence, we know that there are people in media and Hollywood that have a certain influence that can control who gets what, how it works, where you're going, and all of that stuff.
Right. So for Katt, he's probably like, I wasn't gonna say something till y'all started saying something.
He said it. He was like, yo, like, I was at home, like, but when you started coming up here telling people like you ain't steal my joke, and now people, and we don't live in a time now where somebody could say something and it's like, all right, well, they said it. Social media is going to pull the receipts. He not pulling the receipts. It's the people online like,
Yeah, that's what I said. All of this it's like when he was talking about, oh, they wear wigs, they sold their soul. I guess for me, it's like, I'm not going to be like, you know what? Yeah. I guess I was just like, okay. Now that you look back, you like, dang, all these niggas do wear wigs. But I guess I'm like, well, they ain't wrong. If they want to put on the wig, they want to put on the wig. And if they bought them millions of dollars because they put a wig on, Who, like, okay. But I will agree with Katt is. Because April, no, I'm the same way.
Yeah.
You what Boosie said? You want to talk shit? You want to run your mouth? Now, I'm all with Katt where if y'all going to continue to lie on me, if y'all going to keep doing this and make it seem like I'm not no big dog in this industry or I wasn't that nigga.
Yeah.
Then you got another thing coming. Okay, I might have slipped. I might have fell off and y'all on the top now. Y'all on the rise. Okay, cool. But bitch, don't you ever fucking forget where all this shit came from.
No, and I agree with you too in the sense of like just whatever they had to do to get on, right? So I remember I told somebody like, oh, I don't like people or I don't like some people because of what they did to me. And if there are morals and their values, like integrity is important. So if that doesn't align with whatever. And they said, well, what is integrity based off subjective too? Like if I kill you because you try to kill my mom, is that wrong? But if I kill you or if I rob from this store because my kids need to eat, is that wrong? So it's like, if they put on the wig and stuff because they need to feed their families, does it really make them wrong in this industry? Like or is it, is it selling their soul? Or I have a family to take care of. It just really depends on what aligns with you. So,
But Katt Williams, I don't need you fighting at me, baby. I still like you. Katt, you are Katt Williams. You feel me?
Yeah.
I guess some stuff is in a sense of people calling you the drunk, bitter uncle. But you like, yo, I really don't care, honestly. But I'm Katt Williams, and don't ever try to play on my name.
That's it. Well, that's what it boils down to. Yeah. He's a legend, so.
Legend in the game. Moving right along.
Let me see. Okay.
Did I do? Oh, so I did it wrong?
Yeah.
Y'all, Halle Bailey reveals baby halo. So she finally revealed her baby.
Congratulations.
Now, y'all know Halle Bailey. She pretty much, people were speculating online that if she was pregnant or not. So it were times where she, I think it was the Beyonce Renaissance tour where she was wobbling to the little girl.
We seen her in person.
We seen her in person. She's wearing big clothes, big furs, all of that stuff to hide. It was even to a point where she went online because somebody was like, hey girl, I got 3 kids, 1 kid, 4 kids. I know what a pregnant girl look like, your nose spreading. And she said, I love my nose. Why can't I, what she say, April?
She said, if I see one more person talk about my nose, there's going to be hell to pay. Knowing that you damn delusional and your nose is spreading.
Right. So she did all of this to hide her pregnancy, and whoever is in charge of editing her pictures, it was to the point where I
got a stomach you could hide.
It was even to the point where I was even questioning, like, yo, is she? And now that she finally revealed after denying that she was pregnant, and she said, you know what? Yeah, I had a baby, halo, so the world is desperate to know you. Now that she revealed, everybody's like, I don't even care no more because we knew you was pregnant. Why are you playing with us? So the question is, did you feel like, did she do the most, or like she just gonna make money off this and it's funny you keeping her name trendy?
We talked about this, right? So I don't know what it's like to be a celebrity, but I know that once you become any type of trending person, any type of celebrity, whatever, infamous, whatever, the amount of attention that you get can probably be overwhelming depending on who you are. There are some people that love this celebrity shit. And then there's some people who's like, I just really want to do my job and I really want to go home. But I think also too, as a celebrity, I'm not saying that you have to kind of understand where people are coming from because now we're engulfed in your life. But it's like, okay, like I see y'all, you getting mad because people are speculating that you're pregnant, even though you're pregnant, but you're a celebrity. People are going to speculate all the time. Like, so it's like, and somebody speculating that you're pregnant, unless you were just gaining weight, I don't understand how you're getting upset about that. It's like, y'all, I'm not pregnant. Like, you could have just easily said that. But then, and then it's like who your partner is, he's making it worse. He's the one who's really dragging this out. I mean, we watching you get up from the table like, we hearing babies in the back, but he's the one going online. Y'all want to see my baby? with the plastic baby. Like, come on, like it's just like.
But do you feel like this is all a PR stunt? Like, hey, if these people want to you know what? Don't admit that you're pregnant. Let these people speculate. We're going to make them, we're going to have pictures of you that look small. And then when the baby comes, people going to want to pay you to see the baby. Would you continue with that story if you were in her shoes?
I feel like the only people that will want to pay them for a picture, like for the baby, is like People Magazine. Like People Magazine, they always pay for the first photos of whatever. I don't think she paid. Well, I don't know. But as far as a PR stunt for who, because Halle already had a bunch of success this year just by being the Little Mermaid. So it wasn't like she needed a PR stunt. Now, I'm not too familiar with her man in terms of like his rap career or his YouTube career. I hear he has a lot of numbers and stuff like that. But I don't want to say that I think he needed the stunt, but he does YouTube. And a lot of times with YouTube,
he got to keep it going too.
So, but that's just my opinion.
So should women have to reveal when they're pregnant? And different cultures and ethnicities, there's always a tradition or a reason behind it of not to, let someone know how far you are, how many weeks and things like that, because people will prey on your downfall, voodoo, all of that stuff. But in this case, I don't even think it have to do anything with culture or tradition. I think you just wanted to keep your name up and coming, and your man got to feed you. Yeah. I mean, he don't got to feed you. You got your own money.
No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, like your man got to make money. So it's like, yeah, you know what? Let's keep this going. No, but I do feel like women, if I say this, it's so contradicting. I don't feel like anybody don't have to tell you nothing. If I want to keep lying, I'm going to keep lying until a baby come. Okay, well, I was pregnant. But at the same time, it's like, girl, if you pregnant, you pregnant.
Yeah. And that's kind of how I feel. I'm like, you're a grown-ass woman. Like, girl, you got more money than half the people in your comments asking you about the pregnancy and worried about how you going to take care of the baby. Fuck them. Fuck them. Like, I would have been like, okay, yeah, I'm pregnant. And I have enough money around here to take care of my one child and y'all 10 kids that the fucking government is paying for right now. Like, so what you want to do? Shut them right the fuck up. Like,
yeah, I just don't like how she was going about it. Like, you cussing out, like, you OD. Like,
and that's the part to me that I was just like, okay, like the delulu of it all, because you're pregnant. Stop getting on here and talking about something. It's going to be hell to pay if y'all keep talking about my nose. Okay, well, now your nose spread because you were pregnant, and what hell is there to pay? Girl,
right, you talked all of that and you really was pregnant.
You really was pregnant.
Okay, but that's my business. I could just see her talking like that. Yeah. If I don't want to admit it, I don't have to admit it. So, mind your business.
That's fine. But girl, you were pregnant. And if you felt like you didn't have to admit it, then you also shouldn't have addressed it.
Oh.
If you felt like you didn't have to admit it, then you shouldn't have never even addressed it. Keep it moving. Keep people on their toes. Keep people guessing. If I'm going live and I'm seeing people making comments about my pregnancy, but I'm here to talk about my screening The Little Mermaid, I don't see shit. I don't got nothing to say to y'all about that. That's it.
Well,
so
at the end of the day, look,
your business could be your business.
You don't have to tell us a damn thing.
No.
But don't try to act funny with it. Like, don't try to cuss us out.
Exactly. Don't. We just doing the good Lord's work, okay?
And then you have it here, people. Flew Here, Grew Here podcast, where worlds collide no matter you reside. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at FHGH Podcast.
There you go.